Yay! Dariae is back. Hi everyone. Thank you for tuning in to today's Unfiltered Thoughts with Dariae. I love how I just get on camera and I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna call it this today. Like it's just some completely random stuff. Today is Friday, February 26th, around like 8 p.m. something, like 8:02, 8:03 p.m. I like to say the times on everything, you know, on my journals. It has like times and dates of when everything's written, and I just like to everybody, I like to remember when I did stuff. I really do. I like to remember stuff like that. Anyways, so today we are going to be discussing Married at First Sight, the most recent episode. Like I said, today's Friday. It premieres every Wednesday at around like 8 p.m. And I feel like a lot of femininity channels, black femininity channels, have been tackling Married at First Sight. I have already gave my reviews on just like what I thought of the thing, like what my predictions were kind of going to be about in a couple of videos back. And I'm here to basically agree what I said the first time, which is a lot of this really falls back on Paige, because Paige is currently married to Chris. Let me rewind. Married at First Sight this season 12 is taking place in Atlanta, Georgia, where I currently reside. And it's a pretty good season, I guess. I feel like we're not really getting to see the other couple's personalities too much. We're just now starting to see how everyone else is behaving, because although we're still focusing a lot on Chris and Paige's relationship, not as much in this recent episode. So first I want to start off with Paige and Chris and get them out the way, and then I want to tell you guys how I feel about the other relationships. Chris has successfully manipulated Paige into what I now believe is soon to become a polyamorous relationship. I think that Paige is going to be in a relationship with Chris and Chris's baby mother / ex-fiance. That is what I believe will be happening by the end of this season, or has already happened once the filming was done taking place. I believe that Paige kept a relationship between the two of them, and now she's probably helping raise his child, and also, you know, doing some party favors for him. And the reason I believe this is because, okay, when it was revealed when Paige admitted to let me see, because I wrote down the names this time. When Paige revealed to Pastor Calvin Robinson, is it Robertson? I can't remember him right. Pastor Calvin. When she revealed to Pastor Calvin that she had been intimate with Chris every single day since their wedding day, including after he told her that she was not attracted to him, and also after he told her that he had a baby on the way. They've been intimate every single day since those days, except 2 or 3 days out that week or two. That's when I was like, okay, something about Paige is a little fishy. Something about Paige is not adding up to me just right. And then I took into account that Paige also was already in a relationship with a man prior to Chris, where she was raising that person's child. And when Chris came in and was like, I don't want to talk about why I continue to be intimate with Paige, and he was like, I'm trying to be nice, I was like, okay, Paige has been initiating this entire time. Or if not this entire time, since she found out that he found her unattractive. I feel, and she's been saying, like, she hasn't been saying who's been initiating. She's been keeping that pretty low. She's just been like, you know, why has he been intimate with me this whole time? As if, why has he agreed to be intimate with me if he didn't find me attractive, if he didn't want to be with me? I think that she is believing that physical intimacy means attraction. It means, you know, that person is gonna want to stay with you long term. I think she's rewarding him or trying to lure him into a long-term relationship through the use of physical intimacy, which you cannot do because it will not work. I feel like Paige has a very older woman mindset or something like that, because she not getting up and going. Like, Paige, you look at this point, I wish I could be mad at Chris and say he's a bad look, and, you know, I wish I could go off on Chris. And I guess to some degree you can be like, Chris, you know, one, I don't think you're a man of God. because a man of God doesn't have to say he's a man of God, and every time he opens his mouth, that's not the first thing he has to say. He just behaves as such. He has the discipline of such. He follows the morals codes of such, of a man of God. And for him to do neither of those three, to do none of the three, I'm going to safely say, like, he's not a man of God, and that's just honest truth. And, you know, I am upset that he came to the relationship with a baby on the way. I'm upset that he was messing with his ex-fiance prior to being with Paige. But I cannot be mad at a man who is being chased by the woman that he is doing wrong. If Paige chases, what can I say? You know what I'm saying? You have to look at it from that point of view. So I think right now it's good entertainment. And I hope that women do not take after Paige or look at her and think what she's doing is okay. Even the last statement between the two of them, where she was like, oh, he whispered in my ear that, like, he loves me, or like she's scared to fall in love with me. I'm like, either Paige is delusional or he really is saying these things to her and she's genuinely is believing it. Even the whole smiling at each other and looking at each other while they had the suitcases and they wouldn't just break apart, I was like, okay. Okay, so this is a relationship. Yeah, so this is a thing. You guys aren't going to be married anymore, because he does want to marry his ex-fiance so he can take care of his child that way, but at the same time he's going to keep Paige on the side, and Paige is going to be cool with that. Okay, got it. I see, you see, cool. Let's move on. That's Paige and Chris's relationship to me. I don't really care for it. I think it's great entertainment, but it's definitely not something to be looking up to, and I wouldn't want it for myself or others. Let's talk about Eric and Virginia. I do not understand how Eric and Virginia got paired. It seemed like the way they did pairings this season is they focus more on just like the social aspects of people's lives. Like they were like, oh, Virginia's outgoing, Eric probably wants to be more outgoing, let's pair those two together and see how that works. They did not take into account that Eric is very traditional. A very traditional man who believes in like heteronormativity, all that type of stuff, and they paired him with someone who is so far off that is just like, I don't know if that can be a long-term relationship. I think sometimes Virginia enjoys how traditional Eric is, because he does have he comes with a lot of like, I don't want to use the word rules, but like he does come with a lot of like a routine, which I think may make her feel safe, especially since she didn't really grow up being super close with her father. But I feel like that's kind of shaky to associate the man in your life with being kind of your partner, with being like your father figure. That does sound very problematic, so I'll retract that statement. But I do believe that maybe she'll feel safe around Eric, and hopefully she will start drinking less. I feel like there might be an issue there with how much she does drink, and even the whole idea of her passing out on people's couches and her just being out daily late, it does give off some type of concerning vibes. And I think once Eric really makes it known, like, this is a house, this is like a real home, and that you can feel comfortable here and we can enjoy each other's company and I won't judge you, I think she'll feel safer around him, and she'll start to trust him more. So if anything, I feel like Eric and Virginia give me they're still trying to learn each other, and they're still trying to gain each other's trust. I don't believe that Virginia trusts him completely yet. And also I get why she sometimes is a little bit nervous, because again, Eric does come, although Eric offers that stability, it's a lot of set rules, and again, no one wants to feel like they're being controlled, especially since Virginia's a grown woman and she's been doing her own thing for so many years. So I understand why Eric may come off as a little bit much sometimes. Next, Brianna and Vincent. Okay, I was excited for Brianna and Vincent, but now Vincent is doing too much. Vincent is a little too sensitive for me. I was like, Vincent, again, some type of insecurities are being brought up. I'm like, I don't know if Vincent had a childhood where he may have been bullied a lot. I don't know what that is, but it's giving not appropriate behavior. It's giving, it's different between you feeling like, it's different when your partner really disrespects you and they do it out of menace, versus you just taking something the wrong way constantly when you know that's your partner's way of speaking. The way the episode ended with Vincent really just leaving, it gave me warning signs, and I definitely think that Brianna needs to open up her concern about that, because lately Brianna's just been like, I'm sorry, that's not how I mean to come off. But Brianna needs to be like, wait a second, but Vincent, every time I say something wrong, you can't blow a fit. And it's starting to build up where I'm like, I don't know how Vincent is going to act one day if the cameras aren't there. If I'm really being honest, his behavior scares me a little bit. And like, Brianna definitely needs to sit down and talk and be like, Vincent, what the freak? And it's okay to really ask the ex, hey, why didn't y'all work out? And it's not even nothing against Vincent. It's just like, sometimes you really want to know, like, what was it between you guys that you just genuinely could not stand and could not deal with? Because it might not be because his ex wasn't supportive of him. It could have been some other stuff that was going on behind the scenes that you just don't know about. Because Vincent, sometimes I get a little scared that Vincent might raise his hand or something. Like, I'm not even joking. His behavior, it's a lot. It's a lot for me personally. Haley and Jacob, not gonna work out. I don't even know why we're here right now watching them. Maybe they will work out, I don't know. But to me, Haley's not attracted to Jacob. Jacob eats steak and eggs every day. That's just not a good combo anyway. Like, it's not sounding hot. It's not sounding hot. I'm happy that he's willing to compromise on the 80s obsession. But at the same time, it's like, you can't undermine someone's passion. Because if you do that, they'll become unhappy anyway. You know, like, they might be compromising, but like, that's to tell someone like, I don't like your passion, like, get rid of it, keep it away from me. I don't think that's fair to him. I just feel like Haley's not attracted to him. I feel like she wanted to be married, but you know, people want to be married, but you also want to be married to like the ideal man or the ideal partner. And right now, I feel like Haley can't get over the physical attraction barrier. And sometimes when you're not physically attracted to somebody that you're supposed to be physically attracted to, it throws the whole thing off and you just don't care anymore. You'd be like, forget this, bro. Like, I can't handle it. So if they don't work out, I wouldn't be mad, because physical attraction is a biggie. Even when people tell you it's not, it's a biggie. I don't know why people be lying. And yeah, that's it. I did it under 15 minutes. Okay, great. So you guys tell me how you feel about Married at First Sight. A lot of people, I asked people on my Instagram, which you guys should follow. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and follow my social medias, which will be in the description box. I asked a lot of people how they felt about it, and people were just like, yeah, I don't even know what to say about this season. And I agree, like, no one seems like a perfect match. Oh wait, I forgot about Clara and Ryan. I like Clara and Ryan. I think out of all the couples, they're probably the best one so far, just because even though I think Ryan's been he's been taking things slower than what Clara's used to. In terms of that, I don't think that's a bad thing. And I know that they're gonna have to talk about how they want to raise their child, if it should be a religious home or not. But I talked about that in my last video about Married at First Sight, and just how I feel like it's important to be raised with some type of morals and some type of discipline. So I think that is something that they can definitely work out. I don't see that being a problem for them. And I think they're both understanding. I feel like they fit each other's social lives so far as of right now. And I'm excited to see them grow as a couple. So yeah, that's my review on Married at First Sight, this most recent episode, season 12. And yeah, tell me how you guys feel about it. Follow my social medias, like, comment, and subscribe on this video, and have a beautiful, blessed evening, because it's late. Thank you all for checking in, and talk to you soon.